Hi everyone, I'm Christa, teacher of crystal healing classes as well as holistic healer, and welcome to this week's episode of Your Crystal Healing Questions Answered. So we got a really good question here. The question is, what does it mean if you have lost a crystal or can't find one that you've had? Is there any way to have the crystal find its way back to you? So this is a really interesting question. Sometimes our crystals can go missing. Maybe you have your crystals in your home and you have it in a special spot. One day you go there and the crystal is gone. Maybe you have been wearing crystal jewelry and you were out and about going about your daily activities. You get back home and you realize your crystal bracelet is gone, or you lost an earring, or the necklace is gone. And you think, what happened here? What happened? So let's talk a little bit about that. So according to folklore, there are some reasons why crystals can spontaneously go missing. Okay, I say in quotation marks. So sometimes the crystal, whether it's a stone or crystal jewelry that you're wearing, sometimes it will go missing because it is now meant to be with another person and to do some healing work for that person. And all of a sudden, one day, you realize that your crystal jewelry is gone or your crystal has gone missing. Maybe that crystal, in terms of its evolution and healing cycle, might have to be now with someone else to help them do some healing. So it can be kind of disheartening when you lose your favorite crystal and it goes missing and you're like, oh no. But sometimes that crystal needs to do some healing work for someone else. So be it. So that's what the crystal needs to do. It needs to do that work. So, we just honor that. Okay. Also, there's another reason why crystals can go missing. In folklore, it was believed that when you did all of the healing work that you needed to do with that crystal or gemstone, and that healing work is now complete and you feel well, you're good, that issue is now healed, then it was thought that the crystal would go missing. And the crystal then could again go to someone else who is in need of healing, and then the crystal is just gone. In folklore, there's another reason why crystals can go missing, that it was believed that if you neglect your crystal and not taking good care of it, so you're not cleansing it, and I do have another video on how to cleanse crystals and gemstones, so if someone is not cleansing the crystal often enough, releasing the negative vibrations that it might be absorbing, like negative stress states or negative emotions, or you're not, charging your crystal in sunlight or moonlight enough to really nourish and feed the crystal, that it was thought that the crystal then would disappear. And it was believed that it would be returned to the earth so that the crystal could rest, rejuvenate, and connect to the earth energies. So that was one belief. Also, sometimes if you lose a crystal and you go out and about, you're walking your neighborhood and you lose crystal jewelry, a necklace falls off you or a bracelet falls off, or you lose an earring, it was also believed in folklore that the crystal might need to do some healing work in that physical location. So for instance, if an accident happened or some type of negative event in that location, that you might lose the crystal jewelry because then now it's in that location doing some healing work. Or you also lose it because someone comes along, they walk down the sidewalk, they see that crystal, they pick it up because they need some healing. So let me tell you one little story about this. Okay, so I was wearing a beautiful amethyst bracelet, and I just love this amethyst bracelet so much. And I was out and about walking my neighborhood, and I had to walk through this intersection. And about a few days before, there was a car accident at this intersection, and it was a bad one. And I knew that this accident happened, so I had to walk through this way. So I walked through that intersection and ran errands, came home, had to walk that same way back. And then when I got home, I realized, oh my gosh, my bracelet is missing. It is no longer on my wrist. And then I was like, oh no, because I really love that one, And then I thought, okay, this crystal jewelry, this needs to do some healing work somewhere. So I thought, well, you know what, maybe I'll retrace my steps and see if I can find it. So I went back walking in the neighborhood. I went back retracing my steps, and then I came to that intersection where that accident happened. and I saw some remnants of my crystal bracelet. The bracelet had broken apart and the crystals were scattered. They were scattered on the road. They were scattered in the grass because there was grass along the sidewalk at that intersection. It was scattered in the grass. So I just left it there. I thought, okay, you know what? This amethyst needs to do some work there. And when we look at the healing properties of amethyst, it helps to clear negative events. It helps to clear negative energy. So the emotional energy that got stuck at that location of the accident, because, you know, it was a shock to the people involved in the accident. You know, they were emotionally upset, anxious, you know, things like this. So the amethyst was clearing those emotional energies from that location, and also clearing the shock of the accident there. Now, everyone survived that accident. There were some injuries and things like that, but that emotional energy was still there. And sometimes when that energy lingers in a place like that, it can sometimes, in some cases, not in all cases, but in some cases, it can attract more negative events to that area. So there could be potential, maybe another accident happens at that location. So the amethyst, I believe, then was cleansing that emotional energy, those stress energies that were stuck at that location. It's interesting. I mean, that bracelet could have fallen off any part of my journey, right? But it fell off at that location. And also, conversely, if you are going about your daily activities and you find a crystal on the ground, jewelry or a gemstone or a crystal, maybe that crystal or gemstone has come to you because it now wants to work with you and do some beautiful healing work that you need. So someone else might have lost it. And, you know, it's hard when that happens. And sometimes we might feel bad picking up that crystal because we know someone else has lost it. And we know how we feel when we lose crystals and gemstones. But just know that the crystal has its own healing journey. It will come to you when you need that healing. When the healing is complete, then it can go to another person or location and do some healing work there. And also when we lose crystals, if they stay in that physical location, that environment, it can also do some healing work for plants, for animals, you know, in that area as well. So maybe the plants, maybe the animals need some extra, you know, healing energy to help them to thrive. So sometimes the crystal will go there too. Okay, so I would like to hear from all of you. Have you had a crystal or gemstone from your collection go missing? And if so, what type of crystal or gemstone was it? And what do you think was the reason why it left? Did it go to someone else who needed it? Do you think that it was doing some healing in a physical location to heal an event that happened there, or to heal some plants or animals? I would like to hear from you. Or have you found a crystal in an unusual place? Maybe you found it walking down the street or in a park or somewhere else. I would like to hear that. So please leave your comments in the comments below. It will be nice to have a little discussion about this and see if you have lost a crystal or if you have found one and the details of that. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you would like to go deeper into crystal healing, I do offer live and interactive online crystal healing classes. I run those classes regularly. You can see my class schedule at learncrystalhealing.com. And if you would like to work with me and do a healing session, I do offer online healing sessions on Zoom. You can visit my website, christalyn.ca, to book a session with me. So thank you so much for watching. Lots of love and light and blessings to you, and namaste.